Hi and welcome back to our tutorial series. In our last video, we have discussed about a few files that is package.json, angular.json, app component.html, app component.ts, app module.ts, and also index.html. And there are quite a few things which we missed in our last video, so that we are going to discuss here, and then later we'll be installing Bootstrap. So the thing we missed was app module.ts thing. So basically, uh, app module.ts will keep record of whenever we are going to install a Bootstrap or Angular material design that you can import here. Okay, so as you can see, by default, it is importing the app.component. That is nothing but it is importing an app component here. In the same way, when we are going to install or create any new component, it is going to keep record of all those components. One more thing which I want to mention here is that uh, app.component, like app.component, we are going to have two more components, two more main components in our project. And in the beginning of the series, we have discussed about those components, which is nothing but department and employees. Let's just see what I am referring to. Uh, this is the application UI which we are aiming to build in this course. So as you can see that we have two main components here, departments and employees. So we'll be creating a component for departments, and we are also going to create one more component called employees. And the thing that we want to achieve in department components is, add a department, then edit the department wherein we'll be editing the value of department, and then we want to delete a record in a department. So for these three actions, again, we are going to create subcomponents within department. So that would be, let me just do it here, font, and let it be 24. Okay, so we have two components. One is departments and another one is employees. Okay, under department we are going to create show department. Then we are going to edit department, and we are going to say add department. So these are three more components that we are going to create under departments. In the same way, we will be creating show show employee, and edit employee, and finally add employee. So we are going to create two main components. One is departments, another one is employees. And under the departments, again, we are going to create three more components, which is show department, edit department, and add department. Even though it is not necessary to create this many components, but this will make easier for a developer. Let's say in future, if there is any logic is required to be changed, so user know in which file the exactly the change is required, he can go and open that file, and then he can make the necessary changes. So that way it is identifiable, if at all any code change is required. So that is the reason we are going to create this many components. And one more thing, when you are working with Angular, which is very important, is that creating component for any action, for anything, we'll be dealing it with in we'll create a component for that. So in our case, if you want to display the records, we are creating a component. If you want to add records or update records, we are creating a component. For delete, we'll discuss it later about how we are going to, uh, uh, deal with the delete action. But for now, just understand that this is how we are going to create components within our application. And the next part would be install Bootstrap, and then we'll make use of Bootstrap. So I mean, in the beginning itself, we have discussed that the complete UI part we are going to handle using the Bootstrap controls and material design models. So yeah, we'll see that in our upcoming discussion. So I hope you understand that creating a component is important, because in Angular everything deals with the component, and component makes the developer task easier to identify the files, and if at all any code changes are required. So the developer knows the particular file where he needs to go and do the change. Let's say if there is a edit logic needs to be changed, so simply he can go to edit component and he can do the necessary changes. So since we have two main components here, so we are going to create two more components that we'll be doing in our later session. But for now, we'll just see how easy it is to install Bootstrap in your application. So let us see how to do that. So all you got to do is either you can search for Bootstrap 4 in your browser and click on introduction and go to the official website of it, or if you directly then you can come directly to the Bootstrap page. Okay, so what do we require? Let me close this and let's go by the fundamental way of searching it and going to that page. So let's click on this, and here you will see some quick start. And here just read the instruction that it is saying a copy paste the styling into your head before all other style sheet of before all other style sheets to load our CSS. So okay, copy it and just go back to your code here, and we'll go to index.html file, and in head, you see, in head, just before head close, just paste it here. So what we have done is we have just added the link of Bootstrap style sheet in here, and let's just go back to our Bootstrap page, and here it is telling about we need to add this JavaScript files to work with the Bootstrap thing. So just copy it and go back to our page here, and just before closing body, paste it. Okay, then after that, what we need to do is go to command prompt and run our application. So by now you know how to run our application. So we'll say ng serve, press enter. So it will run your Angular app, and if you can just go here to one of the browser, and here you can say local host 4200 is our Angular application page. So we'll do that, and oh, it is still running the demo, so let me close that demo first. Right, and let me refresh it. Okay, it is still giving the problem. No problem. If it is still giving the problem, no problem, because we know what is the problem. Okay, just kidding. So what we can do here is ng serve and press enter. So uh, this will recompile our code, and then we can see our app in the browser. So let us see that. Okay, let's come here, run it. So as we can see, it compiled successfully. Now let's just go back to our page. Yeah, it is displaying our, welcome to Angular tutorial series in a big font, and it has applied the Bootstrap styling on our page. So this is how you can just copy the link of CSS file and copy the link of JavaScript file inside your index HTML, and you are just simply adding it to your index.html page. And this is how you can install the Bootstrap. Let's use one of the component of Bootstrap, and let's see how does it look like on our page. So let me just take you to index.html again. No, sorry. Let me take you the Bootstrap page again. Here we have something called components. Okay, under components, let's go to buttons. And here we have like buttons. I'm just copying this one, and I'm just going back to our application code, and let's go to our app component.html. And after welcome, I want this button to be displayed. I hope it is in autosave mode. Yeah, it is in autosave mode. Let's go back to our page. Voila. So here we can see the primary button. So that means our Bootstrap is working fine, right? Isn't it? So yeah, this is a Bootstrap style button, and that's how we install Bootstrap for our Angular project. So we'll end this video here itself, and in our next video, we'll be discussing about how to install Angular Material Design. Until then, please take care, and we'll see you in our next video. Thank you.